Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Nate, and today I'm going to be going over the top 10 Nintendo Switch announcements from E3. Earlier today, Nintendo dropped their Nintendo Direct, and boy oh boy was that thing poppin'. It was so good. There were so many amazing announcements within that Direct, and I can't wait to share with you guys what I thought were the best announcements from E3. Starting off with an honorable mention is Mario Golf Super Rush. While technically nothing new was announced at E3, we got to see a lot of gameplay footage within the Nintendo Treehouse presentation. And my goodness, the game is actually starting to look really good. They showed off this speed golf mode with a lot of people playing together with the motion controls, and that just looks like it's going to be so much fun to get a bunch of friends over to play that game. And then on top of that, we have the new story mode, which we'd seen some footage of this mode before in previous trailers, but it's looking to be really good. You get to explore this overworld, there's multiple hub areas where you can go and talk to NPCs, and there's even these crazy looking boss battles. So I am super excited for Mario Golf Super Rush when that releases later this month. Alrighty then, so in 10th place is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which is a remaster of the first 3 games in the Super Monkey Ball series. Now, when I was a kid, I would go over to my cousin's house and I would play Super Monkey Ball on their GameCube, and it was so much fun. And then later on, I got the Monkey Ball games on the DS, but I never owned the first few that were on the GameCube. So this is a really great opportunity for me to get to go back and play through these games in a remastered format on the Nintendo Switch. 2 years ago, I played Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, and that game was a blast, so I am super excited to check out this game when it releases later this year. Coming up in 9th place is Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. Now, this is a port of the Wii U game, and some might say, this isn't great because it's a port of a Wii U game. But it's a Wii U game that I actually haven't gotten a chance to play. And actually, a lot of people haven't gotten a chance to play it because when it released in North America, it didn't get a physical release. Now, I don't know if we know yet if this is going to be getting a physical release or not, but nonetheless, since the game came out, I've watched a lot of other people play the game, and it looks like a ton of fun. It's been a minute since I played a really good horror game on the Nintendo Switch, so I'm super excited to hop into this one when it releases later this year. Coming in at 8th place is Danganronpa Decadence. Now, I know visual novel games are not everyone's cup of tea. However, earlier this year, I watched the Danganronpa anime, and besides a few pacing issues, it was actually really good, and it got me excited to play the games. However, I've been holding out for a Nintendo Switch release, and sure enough, it got announced at E3. At 7th place is the Game & Watch Legend of Zelda. Last year, we got the Game & Watch for Mario's 35th anniversary, and that was honestly a really good package. We got 3 games in it, but the games were very short, and you can honestly beat all of them within about 2 hours. However, this package is so much better, and that's because we don't get 3 games, we get 4 games. We get the original Legend of Zelda, we get Link's Adventure, we get Link's Awakening, and we get that fun little Game & Watch game. And honestly, because of Link's Awakening, this is really going to be a system that you can play for a long time, because Link's Awakening can take like 10 hours to beat, and the original Legend of Zelda, that's going to take like 4 hours to beat, and Link's Adventure can take a really long time because that game is super difficult. In 6th place is Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This game looks absolutely gorgeous. I love how they've evolved the gameplay from the original Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle game and made it kind of its own new thing rather than, copying the XCOM style gameplay. But it looks super fun. I love the quirky new characters that they've added in, and I can't wait to check this one out. But we're going to have to wait a little bit longer on this one because this game won't be launching until 2022. In 5th place is a series that I have a love-hate relationship with, and that is the WarioWare series with this new release of WarioWare Get It Together. Now, when they were first showing this off, I thought it looked really good, but they made it even better by adding in multiplayer aspects where you're able to get together with a friend. And I really like how they're being creative with the series, how essentially each of the micro games is going to be unique to the player that you're playing as. So it's going to be a lot of fun to get to check this one out, and hopefully it's one of the WarioWare games that I love. Coming in at 4th place is Mario Party Superstars, and this game looks like Mario Party the 100 if it was executed well. This game looks honestly super good. I love the fact that they're bringing in all of these mini games from the past games in the series, and then on top of that, the one thing that I really like that they're doing is that they're remastering boards for the Nintendo 64 games. Of the Nintendo 64 games, I've only ever played Mario Party 2, so it's going to be really fun to get to see what other boards that they're bringing in and how they're remastering those for a modern generation. Coming in at 3rd place is a game that I was probably expecting the least to be announced at this Direct, and that was Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. As soon as the music started playing, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, are they going to announce another Advanced Wars? And then Surely enough, they did, and I was absolutely ecstatic for it. I played the original Advanced Wars on the Game Boy Advance back in the day, then I played it again on Wii U Virtual Console, and now we get a chance to play 1 and 2 on the Nintendo Switch with this beautiful, really, really fun looking art style. I love how the little characters look like toys. It looks like it's going to be such a fun game, which is kind of weird to say because it's a game about war. But nonetheless, I am so excited for this game. I'm so glad it didn't get leaked or anything like that because it was such a delightful surprise. Coming in second place is Breath of the Wild 2 release year reveal. Now, this was something that I think a lot of people were expecting. I wasn't really expecting it to be released in 2021, but it's nice to know that we finally have a release year locked in. And with that, we also got a new trailer for the game, which was the first new footage that we've had in over 2 years since the initial footage was revealed. And the game is looking really, really good. As soon as Link jumped through the skies, I was like, oh my gosh, are they merging Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild together and they're gonna like reintroduce Loftwings or something like that? But really, there's a lot of really cool mechanics here, and there's a lot of mystery to this game that, you know, I'm sure people are just gonna be picking apart, and it really, really intrigues me where they're going with this game, how they're taking the original world of Breath of the Wild and extending it to go up to the skies. So I can't wait to try out this game when it comes out in 2022. And now for my favorite, my number one announcement for Nintendo Switch from E3 2021 was the reveal of Metroid Dread. Metroid 5 is finally happening, and we got footage for it, and my goodness, my goodness, this game looks slick. This game looks fresh. Samus looks so good. Her suit honestly looks amazing. I love the atmosphere in this game. When I was a kid, I was scared of the Metroid games because I would get lost in these maids and these creatures would start attacking me, and I thought it was like a horror game when I was a kid. I was kind of freaked out by it. But now that I'm older and I go back and play some of the Metroid games, I'm like, that's not horror related at all. That's like, there's no horror in there. There's nothing scary at all in there. However, kind of looking at this new Metroid Dread trailer, my goodness, it's got this really creepy, almost like a horror style type vibe going on within the trailer. And it looks so good. The gameplay looks so smooth and so slick. And I honestly am so excited for this. Overall, I thought the announcements that we got from Nintendo at this year's E3 were amazing. I would have to say that this is one of my favorite directs that I've seen in a long time. There were so many announcements that kind of came out of nowhere for me, or ones that I thought were going to happen, and then they did happen. And so overall, I am so excited to get to check out these new games, and it looks like we're honestly going to have a really busy year. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite E3 announcement was down below in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.